Helmet are a metal band from America. They were formed by Page Hamilton in 1989, who was ex of Band of Susans. He has been the only constant member. They had a break from 1998 to 2004, and they have released 9 albums. They are known for looking normal, having short hair, and dressing normal. Hi, my name's Dan. So this was the second album by Helmet, and it's my first encounter with them as a band. So therefore, with this album, of course, and I would describe this as metal. Okay, probably going to dig in a bit more into that. It's about around the time of transition of metal from hard rock to what we now think of as metal. Um, there seemed to have been a big transition towards somewhere about the end of the 80s and the early 90s, where metal stopped sounding like people like AC/DC and even Black Sabbath and stuff like that, and started to sound heavier and particularly started to change the harmonic structure of the music that they were doing to make it more menacing and kind of move from guitar solos to riffs, which are kind of, yeah, structures and, repeated patterns and stuff. It's also around the emergence of, I don't know if I can get in my head how this relates, but a thing called new metal, new spelled and new. And we get people like System of a Down coming a little bit after this, with obvious influences that I can hear. There's even elements, I'd say, of Rage Against the Machine in here, just in the way that it's done, but it's not rapping. Um, Also, kind of links to grunge, and it was around at the same, emerging at the same sort of time, but heavier than some of the grunge that I know of, certainly heavier than Nirvana. Um, it's got singing, shouting rather than growling, screaming, or rapping. There's sometimes a double voice is used to get a particular sound. The production sounds very much of its time, I would say, but I'm not sure I can put my finger on exactly what that is. It rocks quite nicely. It's got some complex bits of rhythm at times, but odd length bars, bits where it chops and changes and goes around. And I quite like that in my metal. I like it to be a bit more complex and it makes it interesting, especially when really all they're doing is chugging along rather than, having solos. And it's, again, the structure isn't really so much a sequence of chords as as a sequence of positions on the keyboard and everything. Sorry, fretboard, and everything's kind of related to that. I don't know what the songs are about. It didn't really bother me one way or another. Sometimes I find in some metal the subject matter causes me some difficulties. I didn't find anything that did here, but neither was there anything that made me kind of sit up and listen and think, "Oh, that's interesting." So it's mostly my response to it was musically, and I liked it. Ish, yeah, actually a reasonable amount. There's some variety in sounds in it. There's some nice playing. I think my favourite bit is the start of the track called Iron Head, which has got some nice kind of subtlety to the rhythm that they're playing with the guitars there. But yeah, it's a bit homogenous in some ways. I do like some metal. I can quite like this. For some reason in my head, I kind of can see Beavis and Butthead really enjoying this. So that's what I think. As always, I'd love to know what you think. So please do leave me a comment in the box down there. And that's it from me for now.
Safe to kill!